He was a thief and a terrorist. On the other hand, he had a tremendous singing voice.
I said, dude, I'm 47 and I've had all my own teeth without any major incident in my fucking head up until now. Yank the fucking thing. I'm not emotionally attached to it. Fucking really?
You're physically attached to it. Not emotionally.
Yeah. No, he had to, dude, he wrenched on it for like 10 minutes. I shit you not, 10 minutes. Just wrenching. And he goes, alright, so what I'm gonna do is these molars have 3 roots. I'm gonna cut this thing in 3 pieces and just yank it out. I go, dude, get at it. I said, if you gotta straddle me, get on me, let's go. And he kind of laughed. Get this fucking thing out of my head.
They pulled your tooth out tonight?
No, last Thursday they pulled it out and then put the post in and then did the bone graft thingy, you know, with the cadaver fucking bone dust and then sewed me up.
What about today?
Today I was, this morning I felt like what felt like sharp because I was having little pieces of bone like come out in my mouth and I'm like, what the fuck? And I called, you know, the office and she goes, no, you know, if it's a couple pieces here and there, no big deal. If you get a mouthful of it, big deal. Or if you feel something sharp, like it's poking through your tongue, like a piece of bone, that's a big deal. Well, this morning I was fucking fiddling around with a little cap that he has on it, the temporary cap thing until the implant goes in. And I felt the sharp thing. And I'm like, uh-oh, that ain't good.
Right.
So I couldn't get it until 6 o'clock because they're open till 7. So I get in at 6 and I fucking drive all the way out to see me and he looks at it and he's like, is this it right here? And I go, yeah. He's like, no, that's just your suture. That's just the knot of your suture. I go, oh, he goes, don't worry. He goes, everybody, with your tongue, it feels like it's hard and sharp, but it's not. It's just the suture. And I go, do you guys use the cat gut ones? And he goes, I said, I know what sutures are made out of. He goes, yeah, we do. I'm like, right on.
The funny thing is, I have to have a fucking root canal and 2 teeth, but the guy's like, I'm only
That's not funny at all.
He's like, I'm only 70% sure you need a root canal. So I don't know if I want to do it. And they go back to my other dentist. And she's like, well, yeah, fuck, I don't know what we should do. She's like, fuck it. I'm gonna crown both your teeth because you have 2 massive fucking cracks.
I'm gonna crown
teeth all the way through. And I'm like, that's cool. And she's like, I want to stop it before it gets any worse. So I'm crowning both of your fucking teeth. And I'm like, cool. And it's a 3-hour fucking procedure. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Are they going to put a tattoo on the inside of your tooth like me?
Did you have, you have an implant though?
Yeah, I have an implant. I have 2 implants.
But I'm going to ask them what I can get. I want it on the outside. Fuck it. Fuck the world. They'll do that on the outside.
They will do that. They'll they will put fake gemstones on it. They'll do all that. Well, at least my guy will.
Oh, so it's the one back here. It's the second from the back.
You're all.
I feel very Appalachian American right now.
Well, on that note, Toothless Wonder, welcome to the locker room. I'm Tom.
Yeah. I'm Matthew. Wait for it.
I'm Chuck.
I'm curious of what Matt's pouring.
This is a nice little. First of all, I'm in the fucking bunker, as you can tell.
Yeah, because your internet is like 1997 video chat. Like we get every 10.
Is it really?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm actually. Okay, I'm using my phone as a hotspot because I'm in the garage.
Okay.
Your audio is fine. It's just your video is doo-doo.
Okay, cool. As long as the audio is fine. But this is a bottle of 12-year-old the Glenlivet.
Oh,
okay. 12-year-old
that we're sipping on tonight. What's that?
I have a 12-year-old right now, but a 12-year-old whiskey, not a 12-year-old.
I wouldn't broadcast that. Oh, well, okay.
Before we get to tonight's topic, let's cover some news, boys. Another fucking train derailment.
That's what now? 6 in 2 months?
6, bro.
6? I
think it's 6.
2 months.
No, it's like
you want to hear my
at least
theory?
5, if not 6.
You want to hear my theory?
This is sabotage?
Yeah, here's my theory. We just had a fucking Chinese spy balloon fly over the entire continental U.S., beaming information in real time to their operatives here in the
Mhm.
U.S., and now they're acting upon it.
That's
Did you
horrible.
also hear about the
Terrifying.
fire involving fucking uranium at the plant that discovered, that made the first atomic bomb
Really?
in
Jesus.
fucking Tennessee?
No
A
shit,
fire broke
really?
out. Like everybody had to
awesome.
evacuate because there's uranium involved.
That's
Uranium
not good.
fires are good. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
And so
Speaking
Trump-
of radiation,
Trump
real quick.
paid for all the supplies and aid in Ohio out of his own pocket, apparently.
All the water and food and shit.
Oh,
He
fuck yeah,
donated
good
all
for
that shit.
him.
Yeah, he went
Good
there.
for
Our own president hasn't gone there yet, but
Fucking cocksucker.
he went
He
there.
was
and
busy in Ukraine, Thomas. He has money to launder. Come on, calm down.
Fucking for real. Hey, side note, dealing with radiation, and because all that stuff is all radioactive. When you guys get CT or a CAT scan, not CAT scan, but MRI,
Yeah.
do your fucking hands tingle?
No, it's
Your
just
skin
magnets. It's just there's no radiation involved in that.
just magnets.
Dude, I got a fucking MRI the other day.
That's what the
and-
M in MRI stands for.
Dude,
Yeah, it's
my hands were fucking like
What are you,
vibrate,
fucking
and my
Wolverine?
skin got hot.
Did they do contrast during it?
Yeah, they did.
That's
Oh,
the
that's
warm.
why.
That's
Oh, is
that's
that
what it
it?
is. That's the
Yeah, it's
contrast.
like-
Yeah,
it's the
and you
chemical
kind of
side
almost
of-
felt
yeah.
you felt like you were going to piss your pants for a hot second.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
felt like my
did.
skin was being was pulling
It's
up.
gets
and
really
tingling.
warm. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they
really
gave it.
warm.
They're all, okay,
That's the
hold on, we're doing the
contrast
MRI.
shit.
And they're like, okay, we're adding the contrast. And
Yeah,
they're
and
like,
you're like,
it's going to feel
ooh.
like you pee yourself. And you're like, I'm like, really? And then I'm like, oh, I
Yeah.
get it. Yeah.
I do that every fucking 6 months. I do that.
So,
Hashtag
so,
fuck cancer.
another, it was a coal train. Like not
Yeah.
John Coltrane, not a jazz musician,
Yeah.
but an actual train full of coal fucking derailed. So,
But it
you
still
know,
had. And first of all, in Ohio, why are we stacking that many fucking cars with that much fucking volatile chemicals in it in one fucking
'Cause
train?
they wanted to
Well,
nuke their fucking.
Why are we doing
Because-
that many?
They wanted to nuke it.
So
Yeah.
it's either shitty ass infrastructure that we need to fix, or it's we're letting people sabotage our shit.
100%
And either way,
sabotage,
it's
the latter.
fucking
Well,
My
it's a
favorite-
combination.
no pinche bueno.
My favorite part is, all right, this big fucking, the largest environmental disaster in recent U.S. history just happened. Who's going to clean it up? We're going to make the people that caused it clean it up. Oh yeah, good fucking call. Good fucking call.
Okay, so you're
Put the
gonna make
people in charge of the
Chinese
fucking-
government come clean it up.
Well, no, the railroad company, they're making them fucking clean it up. I'm like, they caused the fucking accident. That's like asking your fucking 2-year-old that just dropped a whole gallon of fucking milk on the floor to clean it up. They don't fucking care.
They're gonna smear it all over the place.
Exactly.
Did you see the pictures of all the fucking or the videos of all like the news reporters going to all the streams and throwing shit in the water and just
Yeah, watching the rainbow. The rainbow.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! And all the fish
Yeah.
dying, and then
Yep.
the red zone and yellow zone, which the yellow zone is not deadly right then and there. The red zone is, but if you stay there, it's deadly. But like the cause and effect, if you stay here in the yellow zone, your skin will burn
Now, If
and your
if-
animals will die.
if you want to dive a little deeper down the rabbit hole, there's a curious thing that happened on the CDC's website that a week before this happened, they fucked with the contamination time levels for this chemical and ramped it up a little bit. Like it's all there.
Oh.
The internet's forever. You can see what it was before.
Yeah.
And then you can see what it was after. And I mean, look, put your tinfoil hat on. I don't care, but them's the facts. Whether it's a coincidence, it's just, I don't know. It's all fucking weird.
And Booty Gag, I guess, refused to
Booty
answer some
Gag.
questions. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Did you see that on the Twitters?
Peter
And they were
Booty Bag- Booty Gag?
I'm taking some personal time right now.
Yeah.
What a cock.
But I guess, one of the reporters walked up to him and said she's from the Daily Caller and asked what he had to say to the people in East Palestine, Ohio, who are suffering right now. And he'd say, I'd refer you to about a dozen interviews I've given today. If you'd like to arrange a conversation, you should reach out to our press office. And, says, oh, you don't have a message for them? And he's like, I do. And I shared it with the press many times, blah, 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 blah. He kept declining, saying he was taking personal time, yada, yada, yada. And then, he fucking took out his cell phone and asked if he could take our picture of her.
Yeah.
Like, what? Why do you need
Yeah.
a picture of her, bro?
Did you,
You need a fucking reporter to the fucking, the fucking
So-
gendarme?
Here's the deal. If you're him,
Politburo?
how easy would it have been just to regurgitate what you said previously and call it a day. You know,
I can't remember what he said previously, bro. He doesn't know what he's supposed to. He doesn't have the fucking talking points in front of him.
Did you also see? You know how he rides his bike to work?
He rides something.
Well, he rides his bike into work because of the environment. But some fucking true blue, God bless him, fucking American followed this motherfucker and watched him get out of his fucking gas guzzling Suburban, take his bike off the fucking back of it, and then pedal it a half a mile to his fucking office.
What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit.
Oh, that reminds me of a scene from The Office.
Fuck that guy. So there's that. And then what else is in the fucking news? You guys have, I mean, we talked about the fucking balloons, right? And I mean, come on.
I listened.
You did.
I did.
So I don't know how much more we can fucking talk about that shit. I cannot fucking believe that we're just like turning a blind eye. And in the meantime, the fucking commander in chief can't climb up or down a flight of fucking stairs.
He fell again. He fell up the fucking stairs again. He almost made it. I got to give it to him, though. He almost fucking made it. And he almost made it.
I'm going to say he fell down the stairs, too. I mean, I know we're not supposed to say that because they're saying he didn't, but motherfucker has evidence on his face.
The reason why they're saying he didn't was because those people were exiting from the rear of Air Force One. And the only time the sitting president would ever exit from the rear of Air Force One is if there weren't adequate portable stairs at the facility at the airport to get up to the front.
Inadequate for him.
Yeah, but it's funny that they said no, that was a staffer that fell down the ass end of Air Force One.
A staffer with dementia?
But if you look at Biden before and after that, he's got a nice fucking bruise right fucking dead center.
Mm-hmm.
Unless, oh no, wait, you know what? You know what today is? Today is Smudgy Forehead Day.
Oh yeah, it's Ash Wednesday.
Maybe, yeah, it's Ash Wednesday. Y'all motherfuckers listen to this on Thursday, but maybe he got his forehead smudged.
He claims to be Catholic.
And that's what that was. That was not a bruise. It was,
They probably put that on there to cover it up.
I fucked up twice today at work and told somebody they had something on their forehead because I fucking forgot.
Oh yeah, I mean, they do. They do.
I was like, hey, you got a little, I was like, hey, you got a little something right there. And it was like, Ash Wednesday. I'm like, oh, fuck. And I shit you not, an hour later, somebody else, I'm like, hey, you got a little something. And then after I said that, I'm like, oh, fuck, I just did this. He's like, it's Ash Wednesday. And I'm like, sorry. I was like, yeah, Jesus
my
Christ.
Bad. My bad.
So, fuck, dude.
Well,
Can I do a quick joke about that before we
don't want to wait till
energy?
Big Joke Energy?
I don't, because we're on topic right now.
Okay.
What do you get when you cross a Jew?
What?
I don't know.
Christianity.
Oh my god. It's a thinker.
It's messed up.
Yeah.
I didn't laugh at that joke.
Okay.
Jesus, shut up and get on the bus with Dennis Leary.
I'm gonna tell it to my wife's mom.
God. So anyway,
I think she's
all right.
atheist though.
So let's fucking get into this, Marco. We did our homework.
Oh God, did we do our fucking homework?
I did
our homework with fucking gusto.
I finished the whole show.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I think I finished it before all you motherfuckers.
You did.
So
You did.
why don't you recap for the listeners how you ended up finding what we're talking about and how you ended up finding it?
Yeah, hit it, Marco.
I ran real good.
Shit. Dude, that's a deep cut nobody gets.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with my hands. My wife told me about it, actually. Jules said, hey, babe, I have something for you to talk about on your podcast. And I was like, no, you don't. You really don't. And she goes, there's a show that I ran across called Snowflake Mountain. I said, tell me more.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And she says it's a reality-based show where they take a bunch of snowflakes and put them, on the side of this mountain to camp out and rough it and do survival shit. I'm like, you can just stop right there.
Say less.
I'm watching. Okay, this is gonna be a train wreck, and I'm gonna have to start watching it. So I started. She told me in the morning. I started to watch it, I got busy at work, so I was only able to watch like the first maybe half an hour of the first episode.
Okay.
And I was mostly listening to it, and it starts off, as you guys know, like a reality show dumpster fire full of privileged people.
God.
Yep.
Right. And it starts off very like, it put me off. Like right when it first started, when I first watched it, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stomach this.
It seemed cheesy at first.
Oh, absolutely. It seemed very, very over the top, put together with, you know, the blowing up of the suitcases, which I'm not giving anything
I love
away
that.
Yeah, but
we got to talk about we got to talk about that whole thing. So let's just get how you got into it. And then, cause I honestly, we need to discuss how spoilery we're going to get, because honestly, as long as we don't give away the winner, fuck it. We'll talk about everything.
Well, yeah. I haven't episode 7 right now.
Oh, so you're almost
okay. As long as you got through 6.
Yeah, I got to 6.
Because we'll get to 6. 6 was a turning point.
Okay, so we can't spoil the ending for Marco, but we can get everything but the ending when we talk about it. Okay.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, let's face it, there is nothing surprising necessarily about this show except my reaction to it.
Yeah, and probably mine too, I would dare say. So, I'm curious to hear Chuck's.
So you watched the first half hour.
You know what the thing that was the most curious about? Why am I staring at the biggest fucking plunging neckline that I think I've ever seen in a fucking person outside of a strip joint? Oh. I was like, these humongous fucking titties are just.
Dude, she jiggles them around so much.
Oh, absolutely.
She loves her titties. She's proud of her titties.
On purpose.
She's like, titty jiggle.
Okay, she is.
So let's recap. Like, let's get into it this way. Let's say,
oh my God.
Okay. So the premise, right? So first of all, the parents, I guess, it seems like nominate their kids.
Yes.
To be on this show.
So here's the deal.
That's percent.
Being married to a reality TV showrunner / executive producer.
Sure.
I know all the inner workings of this. So the casting call goes out and they do this bullshit fake fucking thing because or else the kids would see it.
Right.
As, you know,
I'm guessing that they showed them the actual estate that
they had to have
on the prop. Cause here's the deal. They're out in the wilderness, right? But it is actually a 5,000 acre estate in the UK. It's in England.
Right.
And it's on a 5,000 acre estate. So there's probably a manor house and a bunch of really beautiful, rich
or they just straight
buildings.
up fucking lied to them and showed them something they had to show them something in that area in England to justify driving through this wilderness. Like, hey, we're driving through here, blah, this is the property.
Right.
This is all, this person owns, this is all of the estate. Yeah.
Cause all these people are in these freaking Land Rovers thinking, oh, we're going to get to the resort anytime.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They clearly think, and being married to who I'm married to, she is a master manipulator of people and just fucking lies. Like that's her job, is to just lie and draw out this shit. And like,
you ain't lying, you ain't trying,
you know, and like basically she's the showrunner, you know, the EP of the show is in charge of the creative and like driving it and getting these dumb fucks from point A to point B, but creating a great story in between.
Right.
So
these kids don't know where they're going.
Right.
Dude,
they don't know. They think they're going.
No, I mean, they don't know where they're actually going.
Yeah. They don't know where they're actually going. Yeah, and for sure.
They end up at a really beautiful campground.
Okay. I would live there.
It's
English countryside.
I would fucking.
It was fucking beautiful.
Yeah. It's like an Ansel Adams painting.
First of all, this whole like reality show is the easiest thing to win at. Like
it's
to survive.
It is for us. It is for us. But if you put it into perspective of who these dipshits are,
like
and how their parents have failed them up.
Oh God, yes, we'll get into that.
Freaking mid-20s. Like this was the most detrimental condition they found themselves in.
Yes.
It really was.
These young adults act like my 13-year-old daughter. And I'm like, and I started putting it together. These are the fucking people, because they're all like influencer bullshit, fucking wannabes.
Wannabe
and,
fucking influencer.
Yeah.
And I look and I'm like, these are the people my daughter looks up to. And no wonder I'm watching this. I'm like, I feel like I'm watching my daughter. Like the way she speaks, the way she talks, the mannerisms, the fucking her friends,
it's
the dumb
and here's
fucking
personality.
And I'm like,
here's the twist.
Like 8-year-olds.
This show gives them more clout and pushes them further up the social media fucking ladder and food chain.
Yeah,
that's what it does.
The irony of it.
Yeah.
So let's back up because they did what they're supposed to do, and they got this fucking cast of characters, and let's see, there's Deandra, the big fat sassy black woman who cannot stop showing 90% of her titties.
I think most of the girls do that.
No, I mean,
one was wearing lingerie.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
this is absurd.
That Deandra, like you can see, like
that's absurd.
So then there's Solomon, who is king. He calls himself King Solomon, and he opens up his video by going, "All your moms want to date me."
Yeah. I thought he was gay. I thought he was gay. I'm like, how are you fucking straight?
Yeah.
You're wearing these fucking ridiculous fucking contacts that no black man has eyes like that. I'm sorry. It's just not, Yeah, I got my royal blue nail polish
and
royal
like,
blue nail polish. You lost me at nail polish. Bro.
And he's wearing like silk Madagascar type fucking robes. Like he looks like he belongs in Morocco. Fucking like, but he lives like his parents are clearly rich. Like if that's his house,
all of these fucking kids' parents have money. All these,
every one of them.
Every single one of them, and they've all fulfilled their fucking children.
So then they got, so we got Deandra, we got Solomon, we got Sonny. Sonny looks like a character from What We Do in the Shadows.
Yep,
I didn't mind him. He was kind of like,
he comes across. He's like, I'm lazy and I don't.
Of course,
he was anything and move out.
And Sonny is Indian,
Pakistani, something
like dots, not
Indian.
feathers.
Yes,
yeah,
right. Like the East Indian type.
7-Eleven, not casino. That kind of Indian,
right? And then let's see who else. Oh, William or Liam is the
Yes,
is like gay Sam Smith. Well, gay Sam Smith is gay, so
I don't think he's
like fatter.
I don't
Sam
think he's
Smith.
gay, dude.
fatter Sam Smith.
I don't think
Liam is fucking gay.
Liam is
fucking
gay.
I thought about that about the other dude with the fucking painted ears.
Liam's gay.
I'm gonna call it now. But anyway, so there's Liam. He's British, and he's like, okay, blokes, he's like,
yeah. He constantly has bright red fucking cheeks, like
somebody just slapped him.
Exactly. Chubby kid.
Yeah.
And then there's Ray, who's also British, and she looks like
Ray of Sunshine.
Real pretty blonde girl got eaten by another blonde girl.
Like she's Rebel Wilson.
God. Yeah,
reference
she is
Rebel Wilson.
Right.
Okay.
She's fucking funny and
actually,
charming.
I'd rather hang out with Ray than Rebel Wilson.
But the non-prisoner,
like not as obnoxious as Rebel Wilson.
She's a non-prisoner
True.
Rebel Wilson. She's the one who didn't get stuck on a prison island.
And then there's like semi-Italian, almost hot Devin, who is the girl who's like, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks of me, which is a loud, really, really loud, obnoxious way of saying I'm totally insecure and I give a shit what everybody thinks of me.
Yeah, that was the vegan.
She's also a vegan.
Oh my God.
And see who else. Who are we missing?
I got the cast pulled up here. So you got
the black
Carl.
girl that was real quiet. Yes.
Carl she was very unassuming. That was Daria.
Diarrhea. Yeah.
Daria. Yeah. Daria. Daria.
And then there was Carl, the tall, athletic black dude from LA who
chip on his shoulder.
Big fucking chip on his shoulder.
He's the most masculine one out of everybody, though.
He was. And then there was fucking Randy.
Okay.
Randy
looks like Fat Chris Pine.
You know what Randy's last name is? I love Randy's full name. Randy Wentworth.
All right.
That's a nice name.
And Randy wants to be a professional wrestler, ladies and gentlemen.
Randy is pursuing that.
Randy's aspiration is to be a professional wrestler. Okay. And then they'll add another cat. Oh, and there was a girl who, so there's a girl, I don't remember her fucking name, because literally they get to the campsite and Olivia, and they get to the campsite and she's all, I'm out.
Yeah, she quits.
She literally she's like, this is where we're living? Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
I have no interest in doing any of this.
An Italian chick who comes after her.
Oh, so they bring Francesca later. Yes. And Francesca's dad is fucking Guido the leg breaker, bro.
Yep.
He's a fucking he's a plumber with quotation
fingers.
He's a fucking drywaller in fucking quotation. It's like
my great grandfather was a quote shoemaker.
Right, exactly. Yeah, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
This guy has,
mafioso.
if he's a shoemaker, the only thing fucking shoes he makes are cement ones.
Yeah.
Okay. So we know the cast, and then the two guys that host it are Joel and Matt. And Joel is Joel is a Navy EOD tech.
Yep.
And Matt was Army Corps of Engineers, correct?
Army, combat engineer.
Combat engineers. Okay.
Yeah.
So these guys, you know, have blown some shit up, and
they're also they're the creators, and they're the brains behind the show.
And we'll talk about them a little bit more towards the end because we may have something we want to talk about. But anyway,
yeah, possibly.
So I will say they get there, and they also have psychologists working on the show. Their names are in the credits, but I fucking called it like first.
Oh, don't forget Cat. Fucking Cat. We gotta get to Cat too. Yeah, Cat.
We'll get to Cat.
Ooh,
so
Sacagawea.
Yes, fucking Pocahontas.
Fucking hardly even know a Honus. Pocahontas hardly know a Honus.
Okay, so before we get into like our favorite moments, let's just kind of give our general impressions, because I will be dead ass honest with you. When Marco said we got to watch this, I had wanted to watch the show because I had seen the trailer on Netflix. I'd passed it, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch it, but I'd never found the time. And then I was gonna watch it with my wife, and then she already watched it, so I was like, oh well, I'll fucking watch it eventually when I'm bored. Right?
Your wife watched it
or something? Yeah, my wife watched it.
My wife was talking shit to me the whole time I was watching it.
So my wife had already watched it, so I just watched it with my daughter and her boyfriend, and I fully expected to hate watch this show. 100%. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to fucking Real Housewives this bitch, and I'm going to pour some drinks and yell at the fucking TV the whole time. And Marco, you were 100% right. You said you watched the first 2 episodes, period, and the story start there. And then Matt texted our group and said, no, you got to get to episode 6. So I made it to episode 6 in that first night. And you know what's funny is by the time I was done with episode 2, Marco, I wasn't hate watching it anymore.
Yeah, I think it was like episode 3 that I was like, okay.
Right.
All right. And I actually want to see where this is going.
I wish they were a little bit harder on
the weird part is that I started to I started to want to see them change and succeed. It was the weirdest thing for me. Is I was watching these people and I wanted to yell and scream at them, like, you're a fucking idiot. You're the, and I found myself going, oh, come on, you can do better.
Yep.
It was did anybody else have that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. At the first 2 episodes, first episode, I was like, fuck up. Like, once I saw where they were living, I was like, these motherfuckers, like, I would pay money to go there for fucking, a few days. I would pay money.
Absolutely.
They show up, all the shit's already fucking ready. It's beautiful. That's a fucking paradise. Like, take me away.
Like on other reality shows, this is the place they send you for a fucking reward.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yes. So yeah.
I was watching it and I was like, man, like, I really want them to get past this petty, like, way of life and the way they think and all this. And I was just finding myself wanting it to be harder for them, because I was like, they're not going to gain anything from this, really, because I think it was just a little too soft. And I get the reason why it was a little too soft, because they couldn't even go a day without putting fucking makeup on.
Yeah. Right.
You got to put it into perspective
of, because, they were late to roll call because, there are people inside putting away makeup. And then remember they showed how they kept their tents, saying, like,
oh God, yeah.
Generally speaking,
because they're used to mommy and daddy. They're used to other people cleaning up after them.
That one dude had never ever cooked any. Okay, so let's back up. So they let the first girl quit, and the next morning they wake them all up and they're like, okay, here's the deal. The winner gets $50,000. And I was like, oh, okay, $50,000.
Yeah.
And then they were like, time out. For every fucking one of you that quits from this point forward, we're taking $5,000 off the prize money. And I was like, ooh, that is fucking diabolical.
Yep.
Right? Like, way too.
But brilliant.
Oh, brilliant psychology. Because they instantly put pressure on them to make each other stay.
Yes. Which is fucking brilliant.
And I was like, oh, these fucking psychologists thought about this shit. They're like, how do we
now, how much do you think it was a psychologist or Matt and Joel with their military training?
I think it was them with in conjunction. They're sitting there planning the whole thing out.
Because that's classic military. We all succeed, or if somebody quits, you all get fucking punished.
Right.
That person doesn't get punished. You all get fucking punished. You know?
So, and then they fucking tell him then that first day they're like, you guys have never worked for your food. You're going to work for your food. And they send half of them out and it was so easy. They just had to untie ropes and lower a bag of food from a tree.
Yeah.
And they had so much trouble with it, bro.
And the other ones just had to swim.
And the other ones just had to put on life jackets and swim out to a flotilla and pack it on a raft and swim it back.
It's easy for us because of who we are and in our generation and other people, even in their generation that, you know, a lot
These
of our
people have probably never been a fucking
Americans.
lake before or a pond.
No, absolutely. They've never been out like
where are the
they've
stairs?
never been out of fucking cell service. You know what I mean?
Why is the fucking ground slimy? Well, that's
why the fuck were they twerking at every chance? Like these were
the first episode when they were fucking flipping and flopping in the fucking mud.
Oh god,
that was fun, dude. But again, I keep going back to you got to put it in perspective as far as like how. And I'm sorry, I blame their fucking parents.
Yes,
100 the parents of all 100%. These kids fucking failed them.
Yes,
failed them. Like you can't just fuck off and not raise your kids and give them everything they want, and then when they're supposed to be leaving the nest, well after, because they're in their mid-20s, you should have been fucking gone.
The youngest one's like 19, and the rest of them are like 24, 26.
And then you turn to fucking Netflix and go, "Hey, fix our kids."
Okay,
like really? Like that's your parenting
I present
style?
to you police work.
They call you and they're like, "Hey,
can you fix in 5 minutes something that it took me 15 years to fuck up? Can you do that?
Can you just scare them? No, that's not my job, dude.
So that first challenge was hilariously easy, and they struggled. But you know what I loved is how instantly they turned on each other when people weren't working. Right, you guys swam out to the fucking get the food, and the two girls were just fucking spinning around doing donuts in the water, and these are like, "Will you fucking bitches help?"
Yep.
Like instantly. And I'm like, oh, this is some Lord of the Flies shit right here.
Which is ironically funny because it's like, how do you think everybody else in the world feels about your
looking at you? Right.
Yeah.
But you know what I thought was funny? The moment that other group got food, they're like, let's keep it a secret.
Wait,
let's just
no. Let's be fair.
Them.
It was one fucking dude. It was that Solomon
person.
Solomon.
It was his idea. But now here's the fucking problem. Everybody else went along with it.
Yep.
Nobody had the balls.
Nobody had to
stand up to him.
Not balls. Nobody had the fucking integrity.
Yes. And the only reason why he came clean is because he wanted to get into some girl's pants.
And he didn't even come clean. He fucking told her, he's like, I'm gonna give you some treats, but don't tell nobody else.
Right. But why do these, it just goes to show you the psyche behind this generation of people. They just don't give a fuck. They're like, fuck our team, fuck our group. Let's just lie to them. Let's just say
so people understand. They fucking had one group had like vegetables and bread,
fruits and shit.
Yeah. And the other group found like graham crackers and chocolate bars and marshmallows.
Yeah.
And gummy bears.
And gummy
bears. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
and like, hey, we got tasty treats.
And the guy's like, let's hide it from them and let's not tell them we got goodies. And then had the fucking balls to go back there and be like, yeah, don't you wish we'd have found some treats like marshmallows and shit? And fucking we're flaunting it in front of their face on camera.
Yeah.
And then that one dude whose idea it was, he sees this moderately attractive girl and she's upset about, I don't even remember. She was just a bitch about something. And so it was her fucking meal because she's vegan.
Yeah, the meal because she's vegan and she had to cook her own fucking vegetables because everybody else was having fucking deer meat, which we'll get to.
Yeah. So everybody else is eating. God, amazing. And she's all fucking bitter because she has to cook separate. And so he goes over and he tries to fucking hit on her and cheer her up and get down with it, and fucking tells her all about this secret food stash, and bitch is having none of it. He shot his shot and blew up his spot all at the same time.
You know what I think is funny? The psyche behind this whole generation of men. I'm going to single out the men in this, or the boys. The toxic masculinity is fucking gross, right? It's nasty. Yet they're trying to hit on these girls, and the girls are like, no, sorry, you're not my type. Yeah, because they want a masculine man who can take care of them. But yet all these young boys are fucking painting their fingernails, acting like females. No female wants another female to take care of them. And the ones that do
lesbians
generally have a butch, not a bitch, but a butch, I'm projecting on my wife right now. So a butch female to take care of them, right? Most of them that I've seen, or they're kind of feminine but pretty tough.
I didn't say anything, Rachel.
There's always that whole the whole dynamic of we need someone tough. But these men, these boys, are acting so feminine.
Man children.
And I'm like,
and Carl was the closest thing to a man, and he just his problem was he had a giant fucking chip on his shoulder.
He was kind of a dick.
Well, he was a total dick because he wanted everybody to put out more than he could put out.
Right.
But he couldn't put out. Yeah, but he couldn't do what he was preaching.
And he didn't know how to motivate. He just knew how to.
He just knew how to talk shit and be a dick.
Yeah.
Downgrade someone and talk shit about them.
So now we get to
instead of amping it up.
We get to her beautiful hotness cat. So,
oh my God,
they split the group up again. There was a lot of splitting up. I guess give her a sack of something.
I would poke that harness. All I'm saying.
So they have this, and we're being toxic males right now. But fucking,
she was hot. Fucking guys, just this fucking thing is toxic masculinity.
I know. I was making a joke.
Yeah. Okay.
Because we're like these fucking pussy ass bitches, and they were like, this fucking bitch was hot, you know? Like,
yeah.
So imagine like fucking if Xena Warrior Princess was Native American, bro. Like
amazing.
She was stunningly beautiful and fit and athletic, but not skinny and muscular.
No. Just imagine any classic stereotypical back in the day Native American woman, a fucking goddess warrior, like a fucking goddess warrior,
bright fucking blue eyes, long black hair, caramel skin, and then like she was fit, but she was but that was the thing. She wasn't like too muscular. She was like stacked. You know, she had a nice figure.
She was like a good a natural what you would see back a couple hundred years ago.
Yeah.
Freaking just
and
eating
she comes
fucking
out, she got her
meat
fucking
and fruit
necklace.
and fucking God.
Did you guys, when you saw the deer episode, were you like hoping for them to leave the head on? You're like, when you saw it, you were a little bit let down.
I understood why. I understood why
deer was probably more jarring.
I understood why they took the head and the feet off because it kind of like dumbed it down a little bit,
desensitized them a little bit.
It desensitized a little bit, but still, like, hey, this is still a freaking animal
because they didn't have eyeballs. It couldn't stare at them.
Yeah.
I think it's still
it was already
to us versus shock value to them too. I mean,
shock value to them was huge. To me, I was like, somebody already fucking cleaned that.
Oh, dude, they drained it and it had already been aged.
Oh yeah, for sure. It
was gutted.
You know, it was gutted. It was all it had to do was be skinned and just chopped
and
up.
Butchered.
It was already fucking
So this is where we get to the most amazing moment I've ever witnessed, which is, I think my brothers will agree that this is probably the only black man on the planet who did not know where ribs came from.
Oh my God. I spit out my fucking drink. I swear to God, I had to press pause on the fucking Netflix remote and go and get some fucking, what do they call paper towels?
Yes.
And fucking clean up because I spit out my drink on the fucking coffee table.
Yeah. So they get a hacksaw and they have to cut the ribs off. And this fucking dude looks in and goes, wait, these are ribs? So ribs are ribs? That's his quote.
Ribs are actual ribs? And I'm like, this fucking motherfucker. Like, are you kidding?
As he's cutting the ribs off a deer, he realizes that ribs are ribs.
Ribs are ribs.
Ribs
are like, all of us have ribs. And yes,
God bless Liam. Eating. He's holding the fucking deer steady and his face is right at the deer's fucking asshole. It's like, oh God, my face is his asshole.
No, he said arsehole.
Arsehole, yeah. Which was the dude that was like, fuck it, how do I skin it? And he starts getting his hands in there. Like, he's like, oh, fuck it, I'll do it.
He got in there. Yeah.
He got in
there.
I
was proud of those dudes who were like, am I doing it right? Is this the right way to do it? Let me get my hands dirty in there. And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. That's
and they gave him gloves.
They gave him gloves. Like, cool. Like, there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, that was, and they did a good fucking job. They did a good fucking job.
Yeah. And so they got to have a fucking venison barbecue that night.
Oh God, I was so jealous. I was like, these motherfuckers.
It looked really good. It did look really good.
Yeah.
Did you hear the one guy? He's like, I normally eat fast food. this is pretty good.
This is pretty good.
Yeah,
this is almost as good. This is almost better.
Yeah.
I'm like,
no, this is real food.
Open
Way
flame,
better.
bro.
This is real food. That's
fucking
single ingredient fucking food. That's what you need to eat. That's what your fat ass needs to eat. Single ingredient Whole Foods.
I like the way that the cat explained that hunters can humanely depopulate areas, so it helps with the population not get sick and die from disease.
Yeah.
This
Instead of
keep the
wiping out a whole
population
herd
checked.
of deer, you kill one or two every so often.
Right.
Yeah. It was a good lesson in hunter education as conservatorship.
Yes, because hunters are the best conservationists around. I mean,
Teddy
we don't wanna
Roosevelt,
waste
Ted
our
Nugent.
food.
that's what it is.
Yeah. So I was like, that moment was just mind boggling to me. But then they kept going, and then eventually, they told them that there was consequences, and they came up with this fucking punishment ish. And I say punishment because I'm like, can I go?
I still would have paid money.
Can I?
But
go
I would have been like,
punishment?
hey, can you kill the fucking the electric lamps and everything? I just want the campfire. I don't.
So it was like 2 nights in or 3 nights in, right? And they said, we're gonna name, and this is the other part. They said, we're gonna name a wilderness warrior, and they named one of the campers who was doing a good job as their wilderness warrior. And then they nominated 3 other people as the weak fucking members of the group. And 2 of those weak members had to go spend the night alone together in a separate spot with just a campfire in these little fucking, shelters, basically.
Yeah. Well, let's backtrack a little bit. So they named a wilderness warrior. They named a leader.
Yes.
You're doing great.
Right.
You're the leader. You're great. They lifted somebody up. Yay.
Yes.
Okay.
And,
now we're
so
gonna
that's why I want to talk about that, is because they, just by giving her a dumb fucking title, they had given them challenges to overcome. They had been hard on them. They had made them work for it. And then they come up with a dumb fucking title like wilderness warrior. But just by recognizing a good job and giving somebody an honorary title, it boosted her.
Fucking raised
was
her
so
up.
proud of herself, and everybody else was like, "I want to earn that."
Yeah,
it's a fucking. They didn't get anything.
It's brilliant. So she's raised up to this the leader status. She's the president. She's the wilderness warrior. She is the top dog. And then what fucking pleased me was like, okay, now we're gonna name the bottom 3.
Yes,
here's the bottom 3. Okay, now
life has tough choices.
Life has tough choices. And when you're the leader, you're the wilderness warrior, you need to pick the 2 that are going to go to that punishment and the one that you're going to save, which was this is how the world works. When you're in a position of leadership, you have to make up. So now you have 3 people and you got to fuck off 2 of them and save one of them. Now, what are you going to do? And fucking brilliant psychology behind that.
Yes.
And again, it's a psychologist and the military thing. It one and the same. Pretty much.
So they go through this fucking same cycle until finally they get to our favorite episode 6. And this episode is where they, like Joel and Joel and Matt have the whole time been saying, we're really nice guys, but we also have, a side where we aren't nice when you're screwing up, basically. We're going to call you on it.
Yeah.
And they got a little
we're nice guys until we're not.
Until we're not, right. And they got lax. The dishes were stacking up. There's shit all over their tent. And these motherfuckers were kind of just not caring. So they said, we're going to go milk.
Well, they were treating it like, and they even said, like, a couple of them were saying, like, this is like a vacation. This is great. This is fun.
They started to get used to it.
And so you can see, like, Joel and Matt's fucking wheels turning, going, these motherfuckers are enjoying this too much. Like,
but you know what, Ryan?
They're not learning anymore. They're not suffering enough yet.
But you know what it reminded me of?
Huh.
Mid-phase motherfuckery, dude.
Yep.
You get halfway through boot camp. You get halfway through the police academy. You start to get comfortable, and they see it.
Start
and
coasting.
They're like, no, motherfuckers. This is mid-phase motherfuckery, and we are going to unfuck you.
Yep.
Right?
And it's always done by design. They know what's going to happen.
Always done by design.
They know it's going to happen.
They know exactly when it's going to happen. They just look for that right moment. And so
like
this was amazing. They went in there and like, clang, 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 get up, motherfuckers, get up. Like butt crack at dawn. They told them, you don't have to be up till 1:00. And then they wake them up at dawn. And we're like, oh, now you need to get up and you've got 60 seconds to be around the campfire.
Well, I think it was also because they weren't taking care of the chickens too. They were just leaving the chickens be.
Yeah,
They gave them chickens and
they gave them something to care for, and
they just
you have to watch these 24/7. And the last two that had fucking overnight watch said, "Fuck this, let's go to bed."
Yeah, because they're like,
I was kind of hoping with that they were going to sneak in when they were asleep and not kill the chickens, Chuck. But
I mean, I'd be fine with.
That's something they're going to.
I'd be fine blood around and make him think.
But you take all the chickens, leave a bunch of fucking feathers and some fucking blood and some fucking like overly dramatic fox prints because they were worried about the foxes getting the and teach them a lesson that way. I honestly thought that's what they were going to do,
right?
As well.
So instead, they wake their asses up and they tell them, "You get your ass on the grinder in 60 seconds, or else." And so then, when that shit doesn't happen. One person goes out there.
Devin.
Everybody else is putting on
Devin, Princess fucking Devin was the first person down
out there.
She didn't put an ounce of fucking makeup on. She got down there and I was like, good on you. But then I was thinking, you're fucked. Because as soon as I saw that she was the first one, I was like, you are going to pay for everybody else's fuckery right now.
When
Devin.
they started fucking.
You're fucked.
So they put her in the fucking front leaning rest position.
Yep.
Well, they didn't even get their pep in their step when they started burning money. Like they were just like, the one dude's like, "You're putting on fucking makeup and we're losing."
Well, so that's what we have to get to. So they told him you need to get out here, and for every minute you are not out here, we are taking $1,000 out of the prize money. Period.
Yeah, and then they cut to a couple of people going, "They're joking."
No, they're just
they're not really going to do that, right?
Like, yeah. They're like 49,000, 48,000.
No, it was at 45.
It was at 40. That's right, because Solomon quit.
Solomon fucking bounced out.
Yeah, he fucking bounced out because he couldn't hack it. Bitch.
He's a piece of shit. He's not even worthy.
He's not worth discussing because when you watch the show, you realize he's the one who wanted to steal food. He couldn't handle it. He bitched out.
He bitched out.
So they were at 45,000. So now it's 44,000 a minute later. 43,000 a minute later. 42,000. Like,
and then Devin's fucking yelling at people.
And then she's like, you guys, I'm fucking stuck in this plank position.
Yeah.
And everybody that came out there, what happened to them? Fucking front leaning rest position until everybody was out there. And I was like, this is magic. This is this is what I dream of.
I was standing up during this whole time. I was sitting on the couch, like drinking, and then this happened. And I was getting like, yeah, motherfuckers, it's go time. Here we go. Let's fucking go. Welcome to the fucking world.
I was in
welcome to the Thunderdome, bitches.
They were like, they're just taking our money away and we're just going to put makeup on. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, the people who want to be influencers should be caring about this the most.
Who were talking like, look, $50,000 is a good chunk of change. But these fucking kids thought it was like 20 million, like 50 grand. I'm like, that's my,
it's 50 grand of their own money though.
I paid more for my truck.
Right.
But to put it in perspective,
but they've never worked. They've never earned anything.
So to them, 50 grand is a shit ton of money.
Right.
And then I'm thinking, if you think it's a shit ton of money, why aren't you just fucking hustling the fuck out there?
Well, like, because they don't know how.
Yeah.
That goes back to the insane.
Because there's cameras in front of them.
Yes.
I got to get ready for the fucking cameras.
Well, that's the other thing is the egos are afraid to fail on camera.
Yes.
So then they tell them, and now here's the time where we're going to tell you to do shit. We're just going to tell you to do shit and you need to fucking do it. And you better not ask questions because if you fucking do, we're going to deduct more money. And the one goes like, that's fucking not cool. It's not. And he's all, that's $1,000.
That's $1,000. and then he said my favorite fucking saying. One of my favorite sayings. I have a bunch, but he's like, repeat after me. Why does not matter.
And they're
like,
why does not matter?
Nope, that's $1,000. That's $1,000. Why does not matter? And made him fucking sound the fuck out for it.
Yeah.
Like, because it told him like, sometimes you're going to be put in a position in life where somebody in authority is going to tell you to fucking do something and it doesn't fucking matter why.
So they got
have
down
to
to like
fucking do it.
33 grand, right? They
It's the
went from
same-
45 to 33. They lost 12 grand just
Yeah.
being fucking idiots.
Oh yeah.
Just being stupid. Yeah, and from the one dipshit Liam from not wanting to make a fucking airplane noise with the fucking broom
Oh my
and
God,
run around.
He's like,
You know, and
I
he's like-
wouldn't do that in front of my friends. $1,000.
Yeah,
Right there.
$1,000.
Dude, this
Oh.
is the shit I deal with on my daughter and my son on a daily basis because they're at the age of back talking. And I fucking yell up the stairs, hey, I yell their name, you know, like I'm not yelling for fun or comfort. And
Right.
they go, what? And I go, I didn't say fucking what. That means get your
Yeah.
ass down here now.
Yep.
English motherfucker.
It's that
You
whole
speak English
thing.
and
It
what?
doesn't fucking matter why I'm calling your name. All that matters is you go, I'm on my way. And you get the fuck down here with a pep in your
Yep.
step and you come
Mhm.
down ASAP. Don't fucking ask me why.
No.
So yeah, I love that. I love
Yeah,
that saying. as
why
well,
does
and
not
it just
fucking
doesn't
matter.
Fucking matter. Just listen and shut the fuck
Fucking
up
do it.
and get down here.
So as we get
one
towards
one
the
day
end-
you'll be in a position
right.
to bark at somebody else and their why will not matter. But right now your why does not fucking
Right.
matter.
Right.
Right. Nobody gives a shit what you think.
Yep.
Fucking dude. So fucking amazingly, like all this shit happens and we'll kind of skip because we're getting towards the end and we don't want to spoil it. So ultimately they have to go fucking, the final task is to climb a mountain. Like it's
It's a fucking hike,
It's a
Thomas.
hike.
They went on a fucking
know.
hike.
I
A
know.
fucking hill.
They went on
I
a fucking
know.
hike.
well, that's the thing. Like you watch it and you're like, motherfucker,
I'm like-
you're just walking up a hill, right?
Yeah.
Like
Here's
mean-
the deal. My current 2023 plans, I'm currently working towards, and it's totally doable. I just have to get my foot into fucking shape. I want to do Mount Whitney in a fucking day. I want to go up and down in a fucking day, which is doable.
it's
Most
doable.
people,
You better
most
be in
people
shape,
do it,
but it's doable.
most people do it in 2 days because altitude sickness. But I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to train on Baldy and do that a couple times, you know, and fucking let's go. And I saw their route and I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers. Like, this is the fucking
Yeah.
hike.
Yeah.
This is a fucking,
Oh,
this is something I go with
yeah.
my wife and fucking soon to be 8-month-old. Like,
Yeah.
this is a fucking hike.
Yeah. So that was, if you watch the show, enjoy it. I think I was surprised at how much I enjoyed watching the changes in their attitudes
Yes.
and their level of teamwork, the overcoming of their fears. Like I was kind of, I don't want to say I was embarrassed because I really not much embarrasses me, but at the same time, I guess I was surprised and like, are you fucking kidding me? Like actually enjoyed this? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I was
guilty
genuinely
pleasure.
fucking proud of these people.
There and the theme that I saw with some of the kids, a few in particular, but for the most part was they finally got this attitude midway through, like, you know what? I'm going to do it for one more day.
Yeah.
And that's all you fucking need. That's all you need. Like, I'm going to get through today.
Yeah.
And I'm going to address tomorrow when fucking tomorrow happens. And that's how the world works. When you're pressed up against a situation and you're like, fuck, I don't know if I can do this. Well, I can get through today.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow you go, you know what? Fuck, I got through yesterday. I'm going to get through today.
Right.
And that was the biggest fucking takeaway. I was like, yes, they fucking learned that. They learned that it fucking one day at a time, just fuck now, live for now, get through now. Cause yesterday fucking happened. That's in the books. Tomorrow, you don't know what the fuck's going to happen. Just do now. Do now.
You're looking at now.
Yeah.
So
looking
Marco,
at now.
good recommend. Not what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Was it what you thought it was going to be?
Me?
No.
No, of course not.
Fucking guy standing behind you.
No. Well, I mean, it was exciting. It started off being exactly what I thought it was going to be, and then it turned into, turning what it turned into, and then you can't help but to start cheering. And there are lessons that we know or we've thought of that most people, or you realize that some of the younger generation may not know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I can't wait for season 2.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Now, to tease a little bit.
Oh, I love I love a good tease.
So I just, for
Teasy.
shits and giggles, looked up
Teasy.
Joel, one of the hosts on social media.
Joel Graves.
Joel Graves.
Joel Graves. Yeah. Yep.
And I sent him a message. And this is Joel's a veteran, and we have a podcast for veterans. And I said, hey, Joel, here's our show. Want to come on and talk to us? And fucking Joel messaged me back, boys.
Yep.
So we're going to try and have the hosts.
I think it's hostesses.
Hostesses?
The hostesses.
Oh,
we should ask if we
hostesses.
can get fucking Cat on the show. Talk about survival with Cat.
The funny thing was, I think we were giving him a while ago. We reached out and he didn't say anything because maybe he was in the middle of filming.
Maybe, but he did respond back, and they're going to try and schedule us in. So no promises, boys. It's not nothing set in stone yet, but
cool.
It would be cool if we can get him on to talk about his military time, and then also talk about the show for Locker Room. So
but him and Matt.
Yeah, and my schedule is freeing up. I just want to tell you guys that because the show I was doing, I'm no longer thespianing. I'm back to and no, Marco, I was not wearing a big Shakespearean collar.
You should have been.
Should have been.
It was set
Sheriff
in the 50s,
Shakespeare.
So I had a full pompadour. But
I saw the pictures.
That's why my cop mustache is from too. I'm rocking a big fat cop mustache right now because they wanted a big fat cop mustache for the show.
I'm gonna have to. Oh my god! I got some news.
Oh, what?
I'm gonna have to grow some sort of like mustache because I'm gonna get my EMT license for free. I'm gonna get my EMT license for free through work.
Okay.
They're gonna pump me through that pipeline, the little accelerator.
Why do you have to get a mustache?
Because, I'm going to accelerate through that and do like advanced and then go and just get my paramedic thing.
Oh, nice.
And so I got to get my fucking mustache going.
Oh, a firefighter mustache? Because you're
paramedic. Yeah.
Right. Let's see. Let's do it.
It's got to be super bushy.
Yeah.
Try it out.
I've never seen you with like a mustache. I've seen you with like a little.
You know why? Because I've always dated women and now I'm married to one that was like, I'm not going to kiss you if you have fucking hair. I got a little bit of scruff, but and it's coming in gray too. But
oh yeah, mine's coming in gray.
There's that.
Well, so now when I was doing the show, when I was first starting it, you have to dance and stuff on stage, and so I had to perform in a couple of dance numbers. And so I talked to the choreographer and I said, "Can you teach me to do the splits?" And she said, "How flexible are you?" And I said, "Well, I can't do Tuesdays."
It's so fucking good. God, that was a sleeper.
Snuck it in on you.
God, that was fucking good.
What's the difference between jam and jelly?
What?
I can't jelly my dick into her ass.
Oh my god! Is that like the blonde was in
both barrels?
Blonde was in wood shop, and the wood shop teacher says, "What's the difference between a screw, a nail, and a bolt?" And the blonde raises her hand and she says, "I've never been bolted."
Given our topic this evening with the fucking generation and everything, something occurred to me.
Okay.
So way back in the way back times, tablets were replaced by scrolls, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then scrolls were replaced by books.
Mm-hmm.
And nowadays we scroll through books on tablets.
Things that make you go, I was reading an article the other day about police arresting two kids. One of them drank battery acid and the other one was eating fireworks.
Oh.
Yeah. They charged one and let the other one off.
You guys, gas prices in your neck of the woods, are they going up, down, like?
Oh, I don't want to tell you what gas prices are here.
No, yeah, I don't want to fucking hear in fucking Idaho, but
$3.22.
God, fuck you. I mean, to everybody else listening, if you think gas prices are expensive, have you all seen chimneys? Have you seen chimneys?
I mean,
yeah, when I drive by the neighborhood, I see chimneys. Yeah.
I mean, guys, they're through the roof.
Oh my god, that's so stupid. What's 6 inches long, 2 inches wide? It makes everyone go crazy.
My cock.
No, $100 bill.
Oh, what?
Oh,
$100
bill.
Oh.
I told my doctor that I couldn't stop singing Delilah.
Yeah.
And he said, that sounds like Tom Jones syndrome. And I said, is that common? And he said, it's not unusual.
And funny deep cut on that. That's your fucking karaoke go-to song.
Delilah is
one
of
of
Delilah is one of my go-tos.
and you fucking kill it. By the way,
thank you. I'm gonna have to go karaoke that song again.
Yeah. Hey guys, do you know how computers get drunk?
How?
They take screenshots.
Oh my gosh. How do you spot a blind man on a nude beach?
Oh,
I know
it's probably not hard.
It's not hard, yeah.
Oh fuck! I'm sorry.
Hey Matt,
My bad.
you should be on the diet I'm on.
What's that?
I'm on a whiskey diet.
Oh yeah.
I've lost 3 days already. Oh, actually, my therapist told me that I have a preoccupation with vengeance. We'll see about that.
So my wife the other day, she's like, "You really have no sense of direction, do you?" And I said, "Where'd that come from?"
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Hey, did you hear did you hear about the man who got turned into a giant penis?
No.
Yeah, he was a real dick about it.
Did you guys hear about the woman who got on the bus with her baby and the bus driver said, "That's the ugliest baby I've ever seen"? The woman walked and sat down on the bus and tells the man sitting next to her, "That driver just insulted me." And the guy sitting next to her said, "Well, go up there and give him a piece of your mind. Don't worry. I'll hold your monkey."
You know, I've been really fucking putting it to myself and grinding every morning and whatnot. Ayo. Nobody loves me like I love me. But the other day I was, looking at my naked body in the mirror, and I thought, fuck, I'm probably gonna get kicked out of IKEA.
An old couple is ready to go to sleep. The old man lies on the bed, but the old woman lies down on the floor. The old man asks, "What are you going to sleep on the floor?" The old woman says, "Because I want to feel something hard for a change."
I was married before, right?
Yeah.
And I had married a wife and 4 kids, and we had pets and shit. And so one day my ex-wife came up and she's like, "Hey, have you seen the dog bowl?" And I said, "I didn't even know he could."
Oh my god.
Do you know why having a threesome with 2 Thai girls is like winning the lottery?
Oh, why?
6 matching balls.
Oh shit.
You know why having sex is like playing bridge?
Why?
If you don't have a good partner, you better have a good hand.
Oh shit.
What's the difference between a G-spot and a clitoris?
What?
Men don't care.
I asked one of I got a customer who's Chinese, and I asked him what it's like to live in China, and he said, "I can't complain."
All right, I got 2 listener jokes, and I think one of them's a closer, but I'm going to give you.
Okay, good, because I got to fucking pee so bad.
They're releasing a 10th Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah,
it's called Fast 10. Your seatbelts.
Fast 10. Your seatbelts. Spoiler alert: they're doing 12.
Oh god. Okay, so here's a listener. I don't know which one of these is the closer, but they're both a little bit of a story. So let's go with. I'll just do them in the order they were sent. A little boy was talking to his friend in school one day, and his friend told him that most adults are hiding at least one deep, dark secret. So the little boy goes home and tells his mom, "I know the whole truth." So his mother hands him $20 and says, "Just don't tell your dad." And so then the little boy's dad comes home and he walks up to his dad and he says, "I know the whole truth." So the dad hands him $40 and says, just to tell your mom. Little boy's so excited with his new plan. He walks up to the mailman and he says, I know the whole truth. So the mailman drops to a knee and says, son.
That's fucking brilliant. I think that's the closer. That's it.
Wait, this is pretty good too. Here we go.
Okay.
Four guys on a school reunion are having drinks.
Pee.
This is quick. 4 guys on a school reunion trip are having drinks. One guy goes to the toilet, and so another guy, while he's at the toilet, talks about how successful his son is. He says he owns his own car dealership. He's so successful, he gave his best friend a Ferrari. And the second guy says, that's nothing. My son owns an aviation company, and he gave his best friend an airplane. And the third guy says, yeah, that's nothing. My son has his own architecture firm, and he gave his best friend a castle. And the fourth guy comes back from the toilet and asks what they're talking about. And they said, well, we're talking about how successful our sons are. So the guy went to the bathroom and says, oh, my son's a gay stripper. And they all look at him shocked. And they said, you must be upset with his life choices. He says, nah, he just got a Ferrari, an airplane, and a castle from his boyfriends.
God. Spoiler alert, you've told them before.
A listener sent me that.
Somebody's told that one.
I want to say that was told before. Yeah.
I just got it from a listener.
Yeah, it was
so I shared
100% told before.
All right. Well, listener,
we
should go back and listen to other episodes because apparently that's dry pie.
Yeah, that's been told before.
All right. Well,
I drink this much.
Good. Oh, that's pretty good.
Did you say what's dry pie? You say that's dry pie?
Yeah.
What?
I wouldn't know wet pie. I haven't had one in a while.
Oh,
whoa! Fucking Chuck
coming in hot.
The clincher.
All right. Well,
all right, motherfucker.
On that note, Matt's gonna go pee and go watch. I think go watch Snowflake Mountain. You'd be surprised.
100%
surprised.
Go Snowflake Mountain.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, they're doing a season 2.
Send us your emails. Send us your jokes. For Big Joke Energy, send us. We haven't had any drunk stories in a while.
We do have a story that he wants to come on and share.
He does want to come on and share it. Yes.
It has to do with an amputated.
Matt has to go pee. So look at him. He's doing the pee dance. Yeah, an double amputee and sex. So we gotta have a listener on for that.
Yeah. Yes.
Until our next episode, which
wait, do you think it was like one arm and one leg, or 2 legs, or 2 arms?
We gotta ask.
You have me at double amputee. Like now, is it crisscross? Is it
at the hip?
2 bottoms, 2 tops?
Spin them like a freaking lazy Susan? We'll have to find out.
Okay.
All right.
Oh God.
In locker room.
Curiosity. I gotta pee.
So is your bladder.
Yeah. Let's go.
You only got 1 kidney, so.
Yeah. Well, I got 1.5. 1.5.
That's true.
Doesn't it grow back?
No, that's
kidneys do not grow back.
That's a liver.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck.